What's up guys, Matt here coming at you with another quick video. This one, well, you see it. This is too much fun. All right, so this is the new ALU 35 from FMS. This little car right here that I'm driving, yes, I can see you right now, is connected to these goggles and I can see everywhere it's going. Unreal. This would be like a cool inspection tool, I think, but oh, there's some fat guy. Whoa, okay. All right, so I gotta give it to this little thing. When I first seen it, I thought, that's a neat idea. What am I gonna do with it? But it is way cooler than I expected. It's a blast to play around with. My daughter absolutely loved it. Like, we were playing a game, I was driving the car, she had the headset on, and she was trying to find the car based on what she was seeing. And that was pretty fun. And then she enjoyed just driving it around and seeing the view that comes from this thing, because it really is, it kind of blows your mind. Just like I was driving it here on the table, I think it would be really cool to just kind of make a little course or track out of anything and drive this thing around. And seeing it in these goggles just totally changes, like it's kind of hard to explain, but it's very cool. And these things are going to be a lot of fun, I think. Even just running these things around in the house, around the Christmas tree and stuff, you know, Christmas is coming up. Maybe this is a cool idea for the kids. Definitely something that's gonna be different and kind of keep them entertained. So let's take this to the bench and take a closer look at it, because there's a lot packed into this little thing.
All right, so I've messed around with FPV a little bit. I put a little small camera in one of these at one time, connected it to a headset that was similar, but it was kind of a pain powering the camera, connecting it to the headset, all of that stuff. This is just super simple. So you'll see the car here has this little blank cover on top. You can remove that, take your camera, and you'll see we're not connected to anything in here. We drop the camera on there, it's automatically powered up, and we're connected. So now we can see whatever this car is looking at, and that's just so cool. Unreal how simple this is. And then check this out. This little tiny 1/64 scale car has fully proportional steering, and we're rear wheel drive. It actually even has suspension on it. Look at that. The rear doesn't have anything, but the front has a little bit of a shock absorber on the front. I would hate to see that little tiny spring in there. How they ever build something like this, I'll never know. But very cool little thing. So you can see this little thing's got some pretty cool little detail to it. It's got brake lights on it, like reverse lights and stuff. We've got headlights. So you hit the headlamp button here and they'll come on, they get brighter, and they go out. Really neat. We've got underglow lights on it. Just crazy what is inside of this little bitty thing. I think if you grabbed a couple of these and built a little track for them, that would be a lot of fun to have both people wearing this headset and go out and kind of race these. Very neat. And you can actually even record your race. It actually moves. You can drive it pretty slow. It's even got turn signals, right? Yeah. I just not seen that. It's even got turn signals. So you can drive this pretty slow if you want to go creep around and spy on somebody, I guess. Pretty neat little rig. So this is definitely something, you know, worth checking out if you've got a kiddo that's interested in these type things. The only thing I could see is you may just have to kind of be careful with small kids if they're going to be losing these cameras or something. But overall, a very neat little rig. I'm going to take this, we're just going to go run it, try to capture some video. Here's a quick look at the headset. You've got a search button that does just help you find whatever camera you're using. This has 4 frequencies on it, or channels. So you could set up 4 of these on different channels and you wouldn't be crossing your video signal. You've got a menu where you can change a ton of settings, the contrast and brightness and everything of the screen inside. You got a headphone jack, a USB port for charging, and a micro SD slot here for recording your video. So you can just hit record and it will record what this camera is seeing. you have a speaker here, it looks like, but this camera doesn't do audio, I don't think. But this headset is equipped for it if you used, you know, I guess a different camera or something with it. And then you've just got your band and channel buttons, a couple nice antennas. The range on this was pretty good. I could, outdoors, I got about 10, 15 feet away and around the corner of the house on the concrete. And then I started to lose signal. So not crazy range, but something this small, you're not gonna be taking it way off. Plenty for in the house. So something else I wanted to show you guys real quick. This does have a chassis button right here, you'll see. And you'll see I can turn the lights underneath off and on and cycle through different colors. So you can actually change the lights underneath or just turn them off to save battery. Very cool. And then this does have some other adjustments here. Again, that's your headlights. Don't really know what this button or this button does. It says multi-function button in the instructions. No clue if it does anything with this or not. It didn't seem like it did. And then you've got a gyro adjustment here. I've messed with that a little bit. Couldn't really tell much difference in it. Don't know if this has a gyro or not, to be honest about it. It doesn't really mention anything in the manual, but I don't know. I am getting some weird kind of push when I steer left. I'm getting full steering when I turn right, watch. Turns real tight. When I turn left, full left, it's not as tight. So I've tried to adjust the trim and everything. You can see I can kind of do donuts to the right. If I turn this to the left and punch it, it almost just kind of goes straight. So I thought maybe it was the gyro. I've played with that, but just not quite sure. But it's still a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun driving this thing around, playing with it. So maybe just something is catching or dragging. I'll have to really kind of dig into it a little bit. So here you'll see me just kind of running around the living room. Ignore the stuff everywhere. We've been putting up Christmas stuff. Yes, I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, but my wife was ready to put up the Christmas stuff. So, hey, happy wife, happy life, right? But anyways, this thing was a lot of fun driving around tight spaces in the house. Just seeing if you could go through areas like this in the goggles. It's like, oh, am I going to hit that? Am I going to hit that? And like, it's just so cool. So I could see a little track for this thing being a lot of fun. Something simple. If you pick up any kind of dust or anything, sometimes the steering will it'll just kind of lock up. I'm having a little bit of an issue with mine every now and then. It just don't want to go left. Like the steering is turning all the way left and it looks like everything should work fine, but something is catching, dragging, and it just doesn't want to turn tight left at all. And then sometimes it won't turn left at all. I kind of explain that in a second. But overall, I mean, I still had a lot of fun driving this around. This is even with the issue here, I was still able to get all of this kind of footage. And this is actually just shot through the goggles because when I transferred the files to my computer, they just didn't look quite as good, in my opinion. I'm not good with this stuff, so maybe it's just me. But I'll let you guys check out the steering issue here. So you'll see sometimes I'm turning full left. You can see the blinker blinking, and it just doesn't really want to turn left well. It won't ever donut to the left. It just kind of almost goes right or straight. And then sometimes it will turn left okay, but it never will turn as good as it does right. Nothing in the settings is messed up. The steering servo turns fine. I don't think it's anything to do with the car itself. I think it's working just fine. There's just something catching. Something is in one of the front tires maybe, and I'm getting a little bit of drag on one of them, and it's causing it to push or something. So I'm just going to have to kind of dig into it a little bit, but you can see there it just kind of pushes that front end. So I'm going to have to maybe take a dust blower to it or something, clean it out. But overall, had a lot of fun with this thing. You guys let me know what you think about it. I'll link it in the description. Peace.
Wait, where'd you go? You're behind me. No. No. I'm gonna get you.